Shout out to all my broke people. The very low cost of a like, a comment, and a subscription. You could save the life of a YouTuber. Anyway, we got Kaiju number 8, chapter 69. Let's do this, man. Still no explanation for the string of 17 strange kaiju related events that occurred just 3 months ago. So it was a minute ago. Okay. Since then, no new sightings have been reported, further shrouding the matter in mystery, which makes it a little bit scarier. You're like, yo, they planning. Captain planning. You know what I mean? They planning something. Today marks 46 days without an occurrence, a new record. That's the calm before the storm, man. They planning on killing every last single human being. They want every last single human dead. That's the calm before they planning. I have a weird feeling about this. It's like, yep, here you go. The calm before the storm. It'll be okay, mama. The Kaiju's just scared of us, and that's why they don't come back. If 9 comes back, I know that Kaiju man will beat it up for us for sure. Will beat it up for us. Oh, so they know about him. The little girl drew drew Kafka, so she knows. So it's public knowledge that he's a part Kaiju. And this girl is banking on him beating up them Kaijus. All right, so now we know. Drew a little picture of him, look exactly like him. Anyway, Araki, coastal base, basement level 17. Is that an earthquake? It's Commander Narumi and troop member Shinomiya. They're going at it. They're having, they're scrimmaging. They've been holed up in the reinforced training room, training every day in the hyperbolic time chamber. So this is what it's like when numbers, weapons, users train. Yep. Well, the fate of the country is in their hands. As we speak, even more soldiers are training for battle in the highest level joint field exercise at the second fort, Fort Knox. Yo, what's going on, True Finder? I'm not going to tell you anymore. If you want a girl, it comes down to 3 things. Mostly looks. That's the main thing. And the other things are sort of like compensations. It's looks, money, and then status. That's it. I know what you're saying. There's a few looks, money, or be funny. Nah. Being funny makes you the friend. Now, let me say this. If you look decently attractive, money could be part of status. That's true. That's true. But let's say if you're ugly but you're funny, she might be like, okay, you're a friend. She not gonna want to be with you just because you're funny. Now, let's say if you're funny, but let's say she finds you somewhat attractive. She might have been like, oh, he's okay, he's somewhat attractive, and normally would move on. But she finds you funny, then that might break the ice and get your foot in the door. So yeah, being funny helps. Don't get it twisted. But remember, the looks had to go with it. It wasn't being funny by itself ain't gonna get you nowhere. The looks gotta come with it. Now there are some phenoms and there are some outliers. There's always outliers. This guy brought up this fat guy. He's 400 pounds. He's got a girl. I'm like, yeah, he got a fat girl. That's one thing. Second thing is, that's not always the case. You know what I mean? Most of the time, that ain't gonna happen. If you short, fat, and balding, you probably ain't got no girl, man. That's just how they go. Now, there'll be a few of them that'll get through. Look, don't bank on that. That's like saying I'm playing my life by living the lottery. I'm gonna pay my bills by winning lottery. There have been people that won lottery and paid their bills. Most people won't. So don't bank on that. Is it possible? Maybe. It's definitely possible for some people. It's not going to happen for everybody. So don't bank on that. Change the way you look, become more attractive, and that'll increase your odds of finding a girl if that's what you want, bruh. I'm not going to tell you no more. Did you watch the new Dragon Ball superhero movie? Nah, not yet. Okay, I haven't yet, even though I see whole movie bootleg with no subtitles. Now I think I might see it in the theaters. But I definitely got to check it out, but I haven't seen it yet. It's too early to be giving Jack all these black pills. He don't want to admit, like some people, they do not want to deal with reality. They're like, okay, what you call potatoes gonna know this. There's got to be a reason unrelated to my looks why I can't get a girl that I'm attracted to. There has to be a reason completely unrelated to my looks that I can't be with the girl that I'm attracted to. Bruh, it's your looks, bruh. You keep going around, you keep skirting, you keep beating around the bush. So you eat around the tush. Now I'm playing, you stop beating around the bush. It comes down to it. She don't think you're attractive. Now, if she don't think you're attractive, you better get some money or get some status. But even then, it's kind of hard doing that. So basically, mostly focus on looks. And while you're doing that, try to get some money. Try to get some status. Try to do it. But it's more than likely going to come down to looks. Okay, I wonder why other people are not telling me what you are telling, because they don't want to believe it. They spent their whole life watching Disney movies and hearing that it's about your personality. Oh my God, that guy saved the world and he got the girl. Notice that in the movie, the guy saves the entire planet and he gets the girl. It took that much? That's the opposite. It takes you to save the entire planet to get. No, bro, it don't work like that, man. Actually, it does work like that, but that's not what I'm saying. The point is they make it seem like, oh, you be a nice guy, and because people want to believe that. Okay, think about the average guy. He's not that attractive, not ugly, but he's not that attractive. He's got a hard time with women. This is the average guy. It's not all guys, but it is most guys. Most guys, they might get a girl here and there, but they're having a hard time. It don't come by easy. That's most guys. Then there's some guys that's doing way worse than that. But they don't want to believe, hey, it's my looks, because sometimes it's not much you could do about your looks. So you don't want to believe that it's that case because it may be over for you. You understand what I'm saying? People want to have that false sense of hope, or people want to have hope, but whether it's false or not. So if you don't have any real hope, they cling on to that false hope because they just want to feel like they could win. They want to feel like there's a point in life. You know what I'm saying? They want to feel like they can achieve the things they want to achieve. It's not always the case, but they want to feel that way. They're hoping that it is that way because they're thinking, hey, if it's true that looks is the determining factor, I don't have a chance with a bunch of these girls that I like. But if it's true that it's about how you talk to them, I actually do have a chance. So they want to choose to believe. They don't really choose it, but they want to believe what would be more beneficial to them if it was true. They don't want to believe it because the evidence is there or it's true. They want to believe what they think to be more beneficial to them. That's it. Okay, I don't agree with Mean. We'll just agree to disagree. A lot of ugly dudes, that's BS. A lot of ugly dudes with confidence, a lot of ugly dudes pull because they got confidence. That's BS. It's not true. He's saying a lot. What's the percentage? You do realize like almost a third, like 1 out of 3 guys are virgins up into the point of 30. Explain that. Like we're like when people bring up these anecdotal evidence, they'll say, "Oh, I know a friend." No. Don't talk about who you know. You might just be in an area where that's happening, or you might just be the exception to the rule, or it could be outliers here and there that you're paying attention to. Think about it. If guys, if it didn't really matter, right? If the confidence was the biggest thing and looks wasn't the problem, right? It wasn't an issue, then you wouldn't even keep track of how many times, damn, that ugly dude actually pulled that girl. You wouldn't even think like that. It'd just be regular. It'd be a normal thing. Think about it. If it's normal, good guys get, I mean, good guys, good looking guy getting the girl, that's normal. You don't count how many good looking guys have a girlfriend, right? You don't count it. Why do you sit there and count when an ugly dude gets a girl? Because it's not normal. You don't see it all the time. So when you do see it, you're keeping track of it, and it makes it seem like it's happening more often than it is. You don't keep track of stuff that happens. It's normal. If guys are getting girls, they're pulling girls just because they're confident with it. If that was true, no one would ever keep track of it. No one would be doubting it like that. It's not true. It's sort of like when you get a new car. You get a new car, right? And then you start seeing, damn, everybody got that car. No, they didn't. They've been around. It's a few people, but you're keeping track of how many guys got those cars because you have it now, and now you're focused on it. You focus on the things that's not normal because it catches you off guard. Damn, that guy got that girl. You've heard the term "she's out of your league," right? And when they say she's out of your league, they're talking about looks, right? They're talking about looks. Do you ever hear he's out of your league? And they're talking about looks. No, you didn't. Okay, one of my coworkers just now, personal trainer, told me I have to have at least money or status. He's mostly right. You have to have looks, money, and or status. It's a combination of the three. You can have zero money, zero status, but really good looks. You'll pull, no problem. You can have a lot of money, no looks, no status, and you can pull because you got a lot of money. You can have a lot of status, no money, no looks, and still pull because you got a lot of status. Or you can have decent amount of looks, decent amount of money, decent amount of, you got to have a certain amount of all three. It could be one of them, but if it's one, it got to be a lot. It just got to, it's sort of like you just got to be a 10. You have to be a 10. Let's say you're 4 in looks. Let's say the scale goes to 5 for each one. You're 4 in looks, 3 in money, 3 in status. You're at a 10. You're pulling girls. You had 4 in money, 3 in looks, 3 in status. You're pulling girls. You could be let's say, a 5 in status, a 0 in money, and 5 in looks. You're pulling girls. You still meet the 10 minimum requirement. You just got to meet a certain threshold. You know what I mean? Between looks, money, and status. Doesn't have to be all of them. Just between the three, some type of combination where you hit a certain threshold, and that's when the average girl will actually want you. That's what happens. That's how it works. Okay, let me check these comments, and I'm getting back to the chapter. Okay, one of my coworkers just now, personal trainer told me blah, 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 because they ain't got no confidence. He said because they ain't got no confidence. He just made that up. Okay, yeah, different guys told me I need to have confidence. Let me tell you why the guys that's getting girls have confidence. Because they're getting girls. LeBron has confidence because he's dominant in basketball. He's not dominant in basketball because he has confidence. It's the other way around. You get confidence based off the fact that you're winning, or you have, let's say you might get certain news or certain information that makes you perceive that you're going to win. Like, for instance, if I told you, hey, if you're confident, you'll get a girl, right? You'll get confident because you're thinking you're going to get a girl. The confidence don't come from, what is confidence? Your level of expecting a certain outcome, basically. I expect to achieve a certain outcome, and I'm expecting it. You know what I'm saying? The level to which I perceive that that's going to happen, that's my confidence, right? I'm confident that I'm confident that I can go talk to this girl and get her number because I'm attractive. I'm getting. Why are you confident? You think a girl gonna say, "Oh, he thinks he can screw me. I better screw him"? She's not gonna say that. She's like, "Oh, he's really confident that he can screw me, so I'm gonna screw him because he's confident." She's gonna look and say, "He's attractive and he's confident." I'm not saying confidence don't help. It does help, and he's that. But it's more like it got to come with something. It's sort of like when you go to the store, you're trying to get something. You're trying to get bread, milk. You're trying to get milk and bread and eggs. You're trying to get those essential things. Now, if you can get a pack of gum to go with it, that'll enhance it. That's what confidence is. It's like getting a pack of gum at the checkout. You know what I mean? But you're not going to the grocery store just to buy a pack of gum. It don't work. You don't do that. You don't get with a girl just because she's confident. Do you like a girl just because she's confident? If you thought a girl was ugly and she was confident, you want her? I seen plenty of ugly girls that was confident. I ain't want them. Guess what? It's the same for women. Women the same as men. They lie. They say that they're not, but they are. Okay. A woman just told me not all women are like that. You think she's gonna tell you the truth? And when we say not all women are like that, what that mean? 1 out of 100 women are not like that. Not all can mean it. That kills when people say not all. Yes, it's true, not all. But what's the percentage? When you say not all, you mean 1 in 1,000 women is not like that? What do you mean by not all? Yeah, there's some people that don't breathe. They don't breathing machines. What's that, like 1 in a million? Yeah, okay, that's not all. Not all humans breathe. Okay? What do you mean by not all? 1 out of 1,000? Don't pay no attention to that. 99.9 whatever percent of women, they want somebody that's attractive. They want somebody with money. They want somebody with status. They want some type of combination between that, mostly being looks. Now, it's not every last one. There's some blind girls that don't care how you look because they're blind. They can't even see how you look. They might not want a fat guy, but they want a guy. They look, this girl, she was dating in the dark. She started feeling on the guy to see how tall he was. So even if she's blind, she might be like, okay, wait, I want to see how tall you are. You know what I mean? But the point is, that's what most of them. I'm not talking about this one girl in the middle of Montana somewhere that nobody knows exists. I'm talking about the average person. They want looks, money, and status. The guys, the men, they only want looks and starting to creep into the money just in terms of her paying her half of the rent and stuff like that. That's just how they go. Okay, how can someone have status but no money? Easy. That's very easy. I'm not saying they don't have any money, but Potato Power has a good point. But you can have money with no status. You can just be rich and nobody knows, so you don't have any status. You can have status, meaning, let's say you went broke, but you used to be on a TV show or something like that, or you're very attractive, and you was like, let's say, being that you were attractive in high school, a lot of people liked you. You were popular, so you had status, but you were broke. So it's not all the three overlap, but they're not synonymous. They all overlap. Like if somebody finds, let's say if I'm a 3 and somebody find out I got a lot of money, I go up to a 5. So they all overlap, but they're not 100% the same. They're not the same. Okay, one of my male coworkers said that's not true. Look, bro, you haven't tried what I said. Now go ahead and try what they said just because you think it's easier and see what results you get. Then try what I said. I can show you plenty of guys. Like if you look at Maury, there's always some people that say, I was bullied growing up. I was picked on growing up. But now I changed. Then you find out the only thing they changed was their looks. And now everybody's treating them good. You never seen that? I was a dork in high school. They do that on Maury, or they used to do it on Maury all the time. And the only thing that changed was the people's looks. And guess what? Now they pulling girls. The only thing that changed was their looks, bro. It's about your looks, bro. Stop it. Okay. Nah, that just be kind stuff don't work. No, it don't. Okay, you just her friend. It makes women take advantage of that too. Okay, that what's good, fellas? What's going on? I want my vision back. Women like confidence, asshole. Bruh, I didn't say women don't like confidence. I'm saying that they like looks, money, and status. And if you're confident to go with it, if you got those, then it makes it better. They'll sit there and say, "Oh man." Now let's say if you was ugly and you had confidence, they'd be like, "Damn, this dude's a creep. He's all on me." You know what I mean? Confidence enhances what's already there, meaning it also enhances the bad stuff too. A woman did ask me out when I was in trade school, but it was just once. And I messed up because I told her I like thick women. She was a skinny black girl. You should, knowing what you know now, you'd have took her. Okay, true finder fumbled the bag. I've done that before, but I didn't know what I knew now. You know what I'm saying? Like it was no way for him to have known. Go watch some Andrew Tate. You'll start pulling. That's nonsense. A woman, you got to be Andrew Tate. You got to have some potential. You don't make it to the like it's like basketball. You don't make it to the league unless you're special. It's got to have something. You don't pull women unless you have something. They don't get you just because, oh, you know what? He was being nice. Oh, you know what? He was confident. They don't, that ain't gonna get you nothing, nowhere. You gotta be if you decent looking and confident, you might go up 1 point. You know what I mean? But if you ugly and you confident, you go down 1 point. Can't believe this guy got the audacity. Okay, a woman's character and morals overlooks. That's what people say, but that's not how people actually act. People pick women based off their looks. Now y'all got me going away from this chapter. One of my coworkers told me to get off my phone since it's just me and her. So I gotta go, man. I will rewatch this stream later, and my coworker is not even a supervisor. Okay, peace. If you make 50K a year and you date girls making 10 an hour, they're gonna look at you as a guy that makes good money. It's all perspective. Yes, I want my vision back is absolutely right. Same thing, like I brought up status. You could have been very popular in high school. That's low status, but it's status in the eyes of the people in high school. You know what I mean? It depends. Like if a girl's used to a certain, if she's used to being in a projects and you live an average lifestyle, to her, that's good money. Yeah, it's relative to where that person is. It's relative to the female. It's also relative to the guy, depending on looks. Like if he's used to dating models, then he's not going to look at the average girl as attractive. The average girl to him going to be like, she's below average. He'll be thinking that in his head, but of course he's not right. You still work at the gym? I believe he still works at the gym. Man, you need some confidence. I got confidence, and I'm telling you, that's not pulling girls. I got confidence. If you had the Philly swag, I got Philly swag, man. I bleed Philly. Okay, you wouldn't be talking like this. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. Just look if a guy who was ugly who was ugly who became attractive could tell you the same thing. They'll say, "Yo, I'm pulling girls right now," but I'm telling you right now, it's not about the confidence. I was confident back when I was ugly, but they didn't want me because I was ugly. Okay, LOL, man, you gotta start this video over. We've been talking about this for like 15 minutes. Now I'm gonna finish this up. I can't start on. I initially go off looks. Yes, everybody. Well, when I say everybody, it's damn near everybody. That's my point. Women go off of looks, but if her character and morals ain't there, then I'm not taking her seriously for like a long term relationship or marriage. She still get hit. She still get hit. Not only that, a lot of guys will look past that. A lot of women will look past that. So even like think about it, the people that look good, you'll sit there and say, "Yo, I passed on her because she was a piece of garbage." Yeah, you passed on her, but she looked good. She might go through 5 guys and 4 of them say no. That one guy is enough. She can go through 10 guys in a year. That means that's 2 guys that's going to say yes in that year that's going to wife her up. Don't matter. If whatever gets you in the door is the most important thing. If look at your foot in the door, that's the most important thing. You're getting opportunities. So if you keep getting opportunities, you're going to come across If you come across a lot of opportunity, you won't come across somebody that's gonna give you that chance, even though you're lacking. So okay, I initially go off list, blah blah blah. Mean bleed Philly. Yup, mean. You ever see yourself leaving Philly or PA? Yeah, but like I don't see myself like not being here ever. You know what I mean? Like I see myself if I get enough money, I'll just be living like bi-coastal or something like that. Like I'll be here during the summers or something like that, then go elsewhere during other times or whatever. Okay, why is it that the guys with the most kids and baby mamas in the country are broke and poor? Broke Broke and poor, that's the same thing. But or pretty much. Well, I guess broke, you could be broke and not be poor, like you was just broke for that week or whatever. Because remember, it's looks, money, and status. You might look good. You might have status. You might be hung like a horse. You know what I mean? It could be one, it could be something like that. Okay, they don't have the three things you keep talking about. It ain't confidence, bruh. Who said they don't have it? You don't know what they got. He said they ain't got money. Okay, they ain't got money. They might have looks and status. They might have looks. You might have joined the gang and that gave him some status. So now he pulling girls. I know somebody like that. I know a few people like that. What you think they be out there doing? I'm looking tough. I'm hanging with these guys. Girls gonna be all on me. I've been in Jersey my whole life, but I don't know where else I'd move to. Texas, maybe. Jersey expensive. Yeah, it is. Anyway, third unit and first unit joint exercise grounds. Okay, they firing off like rockets and stuff like that. They try. I guess the training. Accuracy is vital when battling against a superior opponent. He's not lying. Assume platoon formation, align your firing lines, and maximize your damage. Okay, what you call him? Kafka. He's training with Hoshina. I thought it was Narumi that was training with him. They lying. They lied to me. Let me see. They said Narumi, didn't they? Hold on. It says connect Commander Narumi and troop member Shinomiya. Yeah, but it's not them. It's Kafka and Shinomiya. I'm 100% wrong. Narumi and Shinomiya. Shinomiya is the girl. They're in that room, and then we got Kafka and Hoshina in this room. I mixed up the names Hoshina and Shinomiya. Kafka just threw a mega punch. I mean, that what you call him holding up a mattress. He felt it through the mattress. It ain't a mattress, it's a big ass pad. It's a big pad. But he felt it through the mattress. Boom. It pushed him back. Boom. That punch ain't no, I mean, that punch ain't no joke. How'd you like that? That punch was rock solid, right? My turn. Okay, Hoshina said my turn. He threw him. He got thrown like Hoshina's punch is so much stronger. It literally sent Kafka flying. So obviously this manga is not true to life. Like not I'm not talking about when they're wearing the suits. I'm saying just in general. Like even the humans, like in human form, then they're not humans. Still ain't there yet. Let's get going. It's time for lunch. Did you really have one up? Did you really have to one up me like that? Yes, he did to show you that you ain't shit. Okay, just you wait. I'm going to turn things around after lunch. So after lunch, you're going to become twice as good? Nah, it ain't happening. Okay. Whoa, the view from up top, a Rocky or whatever his name, base is great. But the view here is not too shabby either. How to find a nice spot to enjoy a quiet meal or what? All alone. Yo, Mina's there. The girl that he grew up with that he was going to post that he was supposed to wife up. No way. I can't have lunch right next to the commander. I mean, I sit right next to what's up? What's up, man? What? What's up? You know what I mean? Sit right. What's up? Man, I'm on your level. Don't even act like I'm not on your level. Okay, where are you going? Don't be shy. Oh, she won him. She said, yo, you supposed to wife me up. He turns back around. They don't call her the strongest female commander in the force for nothing. the strongest female commander. That means there's some guys that's stronger than her. Probably Narumi or something like that, I guess. Okay, it's been a while. It's quiet. People are working, they're going to school, they're playing, they're living their lives, and they're refusing to admit that looks are like one of the most important things in your life. I know this is just the calm before the storm. Yet still, with all this activity, it's almost as if the kaijus have been wiped out, isn't it? It feels like it, yup. Yeah, almost. He remembered back when they were kids. I guess they made that promise that they're gonna wipe out all the kaijus. I mean, yes, ma'am, Commander, ma'am, loosen up. You supposed to wife me up. You can't be talking like no sucker. It's just you and me up here. She said, I remember back in the old days, back when we was playing house. You was a dad and I was a mom, and we was hoping that, our parents didn't catch us. Come on, man, stop it. Okay, no one's game got broken and no one's cat got killed. If only things could stay this way. Back then, you'd be the first to rush over when the alarm went off, all the way from a different building. Yeah, that's back when he was a gangster, but he was a kid, man. He didn't know that he was going to be a sucker growing up. Look, he didn't know that he didn't have it physically. Mina, let's go to the shelter. He didn't know he wasn't going to have it physically. That's a lot of people. You don't know when you're growing up that you're going to be an embarrassment when you get older. Okay, to be honest, it was a little embarrassing. Yeah, thinking back on it, I guess it was. But you were the vice commander of Troop Kafka. And as your commanding officer, it was my job to worry about you. She laughing. Commander of Troop Kafka. Now the vote roles are reversed, and she's screwing them. She's screwing them. They didn't reverse roles, and she's screwing them. Whether we were going to the shelter or to school, you would always take the lead. You were everyone's commander. Yeah, he was a gangster back then. Even when you were scared, you kept on a smile to make me feel at ease, soldier. You took all my fears away and made me feel like if a kaiju showed up, you could handle it. He said, man, kaiju could show up, I'm gonna smack him. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, wow. I did that. I was one awesome kid, huh? And you haven't changed. What? It was you that saved Tachikawa base. He hasn't changed. He did change, but he changed back later on. He changed back to now he's a G again. Kafka, Hoshina told me about your decision. I'm strong now. I don't need to hide behind you anymore. Don't think you have to take on the burden alone. We made a promise, didn't we? That we'd wipe out every last kaiju together. Dig it tight together. All right, he's kaiju number 9 just popped into his head. Kaiju number 9 is a gangster, man. He ain't playing with you. Yeah, we did. I'm heading back now. Okay, she left. You haven't changed one bit. Look, her knees and got weak. You see her knees not together. She kind of went down the wall like this. Like she slid down a little bit. Like, man, that Kafka got her all hot and bothered. Yeah. See, but she liked the way he looked too. Not even that smile you put. See, that smile you put. She liked the way he looked. You put on when you're feeling overwhelmed. Okay. What will happen next? Do I have any chance of beating that kaiju? Okay, flashback again. Let's see who can be the coolest troop member. I have to beat it for the sake of tomorrow. It looks like I thought that was gonna be the last panel or the last page. Okay, Kabukicho Shinjuku. Okay, we got is that Shinomiya? Some girl. Hey babe, waiting for someone? Want to grab a bite? Your friend can join us when they get here. Sure. I was just about to go. Yeah, yo! She's a kaiju, but she was in normal human form at first. They walked over to her and she turned out to be a Kafka. She turned out to be a kaiju, well, basically a Kafka. It's the brain girl, brainchild, brainstorm, brainiac. Remember the kaiju that looked like a girl with a big giant brain with a bunch of brains on? It's her. She was in human form. Told y'all. They human kaijus. Told y'all. Y'all didn't believe me. Now you know that you're suckers for not believing in me. It was her. Now she hit them with some type of weird attack. I don't know if it did any damage or whatever. Okay, part 7, disaster after disaster. The invasion has begun. Okay, so brain burst or whatever is doing her thing now. She can ready to wipe them out. All right, so that the plan is finally going into action. They're moving smart now. This chapter, the first part about it, like, was kind of slow. You know what I mean? They didn't even show us Shinomina playing training with Narumi. They didn't even show none of that. It's cool that we got this whole interaction with Kafka and Mina. That was cool, but to be honest, we've been getting that since the very first chapter. You know what I'm saying? Like, here and there. We've been getting that. I don't think they need to use up, let's see, how many pages? 1, 2, we got a double, so that's 3 really. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Most of the chapter, why do we need most of the chapter? Nothing even super serious happened with them yet. Why do we need most of the chapter for them? We've been getting them since the very beginning. I don't think we need the most of the chapter for them anymore. Not until something important happens. But the last part of it was still cool. You know what I'm saying? I still like the interaction with them. But the last part, when the kaijus finally attacked, that was crazy. And now we know for sure that at least some of those kaijus are human. Probably all of them. Maybe he could find out how to change back and forth more efficiently, where he won't change completely into a kaiju. I wonder if all those kaijus are actually on the side of evil. You know what I mean? There was a kaiju that showed up that seemed to be human, but it showed up before all those other kaiju showed up, and it left them alone. It didn't attack. Is it possible that is a good kaiju or a good human hybrid? It's a good hybrid. Maybe even some of the other ones that we've seen. They might not all be evil. We don't know that for sure. This girl right here definitely seems to be the case. But I am interested in finding that stuff out. So overall, decent chapter, decent. It wasn't all that good. It was decent. The last part of it was good though. Okay, why is it? Okay, let me see. Why is it that guys with the most already read that keep saying confidence? Wouldn't it be nice if it was confidence? Because if it was confidence, everybody can just be happy and get whatever they want. Of course, it's not confidence, because if it was, then everybody would do that. People want to believe that it's just like people think that making it to the league is about hard work. They're like, oh, it's hard work. You want to believe it's hard work because anybody can work hard. Just about anybody can work hard. Just about anybody can be confident. But if it was based off talent, which it is, making it to the league is mostly talent. A talented person has to work hard only to compete against other talented people. So they need that edge. Hard work gives you an edge against the other talented people. Me working hard, I won't beat that talented person. A talented person working hard will beat that talented person. That's how that works. But we want to believe what's more beneficial to us. It's more beneficial if it was based on confidence, but it's not. So be careful of be careful, because you won't know. A lot of people don't know for sure whether, do I believe this because the evidence seems to say it, or do I believe it because I want to believe it? Do you want to believe that it's confidence? I guarantee you probably do. You want it to be confidence. It could still be. It's not, but I'm just speaking, having the conversation with you. All right, so let's say we got two different answers. One of them you don't like. You just automatically assume that it's not that one. No, it's not. It ain't based on looks because I don't have the looks, and if it's based off looks, then I might not be able to make it. Oh no, I actually do have the looks, but I don't want. I want. I want. I don't want. What am I trying to say? I don't want my pride hurt thinking that okay, it's just looks because I want to feel like I earned everything I got. A lot of people is like that. A lot of people have it and don't want to admit it because they don't want to feel like they've been given things on a platter, which they have been. It's sort of like people being prejudiced to other people. Certain people are the benefactors of it. You know what I mean? Like they benefit from people being prejudiced, but they don't want to admit to it because they don't want to feel like, damn, everything I got was only because of that, or it might have been a lot of what I got was because of that, or I got an event. They don't want to feel like that because they don't want to feel like they're devaluing themselves. So some people are gonna say it ain't looks, it's confidence. I have confidence and I work hard, so that's why I get all the women. No, you get them because you look good. They don't want to say that though because they don't want to feel like, damn, I really wasn't doing that. I could have just sat here and just say, yo, what's up? Give me your number. And that would have been it. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. Okay, your B day coming up or already passed. You and Super Savage gonna kick it. We might. I'm be 24 in the in a little while. How much them rent prices? They raised rent over there? Yes, they did. Okay, looks are important. They're the most important. But let's not act like most people aren't average. They are, and looks is still the most important. And are with other average people. Nah, nah. A lot of people are averaging with an average person because that's what's available. But it's more the good-looking people got a bigger percentage. You make it sound like okay, the good-looking people are with the good-looking people, then the average people with the average people, then the ugly people with the ugly people. No, no. The good-looking girls are with good-looking guys. The average girls are with the good-looking guys and with the above-average guys. The ugly girls, they're with the average guys if they can get one, and most of them can. The ugly guys, that's what's going on. It's not evenly distributed. You know what I mean? Okay, let's say three, a three, a two, and a one is ugly. Let's say a 10, a 9, and an 8 is good looking. And everything in between is average. So 4, 5, 6, and 7. Those four is average, right? So you got an average girl who's a 4. She's with an average guy who's a 6. She still went up. But being that she's a 4, she might not be able to grab that guy who's a 10. So she takes somebody more attractive than her, but not necessarily the most. You get the most attractive you can get. She's a 4. She's not getting no 10s. You might be able to get a 6, might be able to get a 7. She's gonna get the best she can get with what she got. But just because they're average with average don't mean that they're just all 5s with 5s. No, it'd be 4 with 5s, 5s with 6, sometimes 7s with 4s. That happens. Okay, did Kafka Kid Kafka with the confidence? Yes. This is fake. It's a manga. It's not real life. Yes. I appreciate confidence, but the confidence had to come with something. If somebody was really confident in me and they sucked and I just blew them, let's say we were playing paintball and I blew them out the water, the confidence would come across as being cocky. You got to have some confidence, and it's cool, but you got to have something backing it up. His confidence made her feel safe. That's real life thing, by the way. BS. They were kids. They were little kids. And she liked him. Confidence came with something. She likes Kafka. Confidence first off, it's a comic book. We got to go to real life. Use real life. Look at animal species and you will see they do the same thing. They go by looks. It's just what it is, man. I can't tell if her attack drew blood or if it's something else, or maybe or maybe to control people. Let me see if her attack drew blood. I don't think it drew blood because it's a bunch of circles. There's no like splatters. They're all like, well, I mean, I guess it could look sort of like they look like orbs, should I say? There's no there's no lines in, like maybe barely here. It looked like a bunch of orbs, so I wouldn't say it drew blood. You know what I mean? Like if it was a blood, you would see like usually if it's blood, you'll see a splatter, like not a round shaped splatter. Okay, I may be 6'4", but I'm telling you, the confidence thing is legit. You 6'4". You don't want to believe that you being 6'4" is the reason why a lot of girls like you. And it ain't got nothing to do with you being a nice guy, being confident. You know what I mean? You don't want to devalue yourself like that. But it's the truth. Sorry, I'm late, boss. Don't bury me. I would never do that. Why don't you tell people to just try to pull what's in their range? Why do you have to pull what's in your range? Because it's about looks, bruh. It's about looks. They be like, stay in your range. Why? If it's about confidence, it should be a one going to get a dude who's a 1 should try to get the girl who's a 10 because his confidence is on a 10. His confidence is at a level 10. So he should be able to pull the girls that's a 10. No, because looks is the most important thing. Stay in your range because that's the most important thing. Okay, why don't you tell people to survive? If Jack a 5, Jack's not a 5. Jack is not a 5. Tell him to aim for 5s too. Jack's not a 5. I just want to be real with him. He said, it sounds like you calling me ugly. I said, you got to be attractive. He said, you keep saying you got to be attractive. He said, it sounds like you calling me ugly. Bruh, I didn't call you anything. My point is, it's about whether you're attractive or not, and you're not attractive. You could be average. He's not average. He's below average. I'm just being honest with you, bruh. Don't blame him. I'm being honest. True Finder is not average. He's below average. He's really big. He's balding. And he said that women say they don't like the way he dresses. Take all that into account. Now, women don't like the way he dresses. He's overweight. And he's balding. And he's having trouble with girls. But people keep telling him it's his confidence. Come on, man. Stop it. Me and Samuel's on one today. I'm just giving y'all the game, telling y'all the truth. Height definitely helps. Definitely. You damn right. Why you gotta do man's like I'm telling him the truth. He kept coming at me with the nonsense. Now I gotta be honest with you. You're not attractive, you're not average. You're below average, bruh. I'm trying to tell you to work out and get in shape. You lose that weight, you get in shape. You might be way above average. I don't know. Shave your head, change the way you dress, get in shape. This dude could be like minus the height because he's short. He ain't got the height. He could be an 8. He could be a 9. We don't know underneath all that fat. You know what I mean? He could be. And he could be pulling girls left and right. But he ain't even going to take that chance because it's too hard working out, bro. You work at a gym. You better get on it. I'm just being truthful with you. Mean Samuels indeed. No, because I'm not the whole guy into the whole high value man thing. I think what he says is dated. But he does have a point. I agree with it, but only to an extent. Okay, True Finder just doesn't want to listen because he's stubborn. He don't want to believe that, damn, girls really think I'm ugly. He don't want to believe it. I had to accept that at a certain point. I had to accept that I'm not as attractive as I thought I was. I don't think I'm in the ugly camp, but I had to accept. I'm like, yo, I must be 9, 8. Nah, girls think I'm like a 5 or a 6. It is what it is. So I gotta go out. I just went on a date with a girl. She was like a 3. Know what I mean? So that's what I did. I had to date down. You know what I mean? I've dated girls, 5, 6. I dated some girls that's, more attractive than that. But it's less likely, you know what I mean? Because I'm not trying to keep dumpster diving. Okay, no way he thinks it's all about confidence. People keep saying it's about come on, man. Confidence is an enhancer, meaning if you have confidence and you have the looks, it'll be better for you. But if you only have the looks, you're still gonna do good. If you just got the looks, you're gonna do good. If you got the looks and the confidence, you're gonna do even better. If you just got confidence, no, you're not doing nothing. Okay, no way he thinks it's all about okay. But anyway, go ahead, leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe. This has been an hour long because I can't eat. I'm broken. You got the power to change that. What guys see is different than what women see. I don't think mean is not attractive, but that's me. Okay, I don't think mean is not is you don't think mean is unattractive, but that's me. Yeah, most guys think I'm attractive. Men's standards are lower. Like I get hit on by gay guys all the time, or like straight guys. Most of them be like, "No, you're attractive." Most women's standards are higher. Women's standards ain't the same as men hit anything. Women don't do that. So if like in reality, like women, let's say if a girl thinks I'm a 5, in reality, you probably a 7. That's reality. Their standards is higher. Like if they did an experiment where they found out that like 80% of women was swiping right on only 20% of men, and they said that 80% of men are below average. So obviously they're delusional because they so used to getting hit on by all these guys. They see sometimes they get hit on by a guy that's really attractive. They change the standards in their head. You know what I mean? The standards are higher than guys to the point to sometimes it's delusional. You know what I mean? So if a girl thinks you're a 5, you're probably a 7. Girl thinks you're 8, you might be a 9. Girl thinks you're a 10, you definitely a 10. You might even be special. You like the scale stops at 10, but each 10 is not the same. Like you might have this guy, he's a 10, this guy, he's a 10, but this guy looks exotic. This guy looks mixed. He got this curly hair, something like that that women like, and he's taller. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So it depends. Okay, you bought a 5'4" as well. If you was 5'9", it'd change the game. I'm 5'3", but yeah, if I was let's say good solid 5'8", yeah, I would be doing a lot better. But anyway, peace.